E-cigarettes is an alternative to tobacco, and with tobacco's track record as the leading cause of cancer in the U.S., it makes sense. They're looking for something else. Tobacco is responsible for nearly 1 in 5 deaths, about 480,000 lives lost each year.
Well, nicotine patches, Nicorette gum, and other solutions have been used by smokers to try to break the habit. But it's e-cigarettes that have recently gotten the attention of hardcore smokers. Here's our Malcolm Johnson.
Joe and Pam Kirby smoked cigarettes for years.
I was a smoker for 40 years.
I smoked 2 packs a day at least for 45 years.
It destroyed their health. For Pam, smoking led to a diagnosis of chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, a progressive disease that makes it hard to breathe.
I could not walk from my house to the mailbox without having to stop and almost pass out, just out of breath. And I told my husband, I said, we've got to stop this. It's going to kill us. 5 months ago, the couple began smoking electronic cigarettes, also known as e-cigarettes, to quit smoking cigarettes. And it's worked. But now I love the batteries, too. After a month, I could taste food. After 2 months, I could walk to the mailbox and back.
The Food and Drug Administration is now proposing regulations for e-cigarettes like other tobacco products. The debate over regulation has already started. Business owners like Dee and Carolyn Moore knew the FDA would eventually intervene.
We've known that the FDA was going to get involved at some point. They've been claiming they're going to get involved for probably 5 years now.
The two used to run an online website with all of these products. Their operation grew so large, they opened Stormy's Vapor Cellar on Northside Drive in Macon, one of Middle Georgia's most popular e-cigarette distributors. They expanded into Warner Robins in April. The proposed FDA regulations have gotten mixed reactions from those in the e-cigarette community. Among other restrictions, the new rules would ban the sale of e-cigarettes to minors, require any new e-cigarette to get FDA approval before being sold, and require e-cigarettes to carry warnings that they contain nicotine, which is addictive. So one of the biggest draws into getting into e-cigarettes is just how customizable it is. There's everything from starter kits here to mods, which control the amount of vapor and flavor you can use. And as you can see here, I've got 10 different flavors, everything from Cool Cat to Miami Beach. But the most important ingredient of all of them is how much nicotine you want inside of your flavor. In this Miami Beach, there's 0 milligrams of nicotine. E-cigarette smokers are concerned the FDA may label e-cigarettes as tobacco products.
This is not a tobacco. It should not be regulated like a tobacco. Now, if they want to regulate, they can regulate it, but it don't need to be in with the tobacco industry.
And feel the government may eventually tax e-cigarette products.
Take a couple dry puffs on that,
making it more expensive and increasing the chance users may go back to cigarettes.
A lot of people will come in and say, now this is cheaper than smoking, right? And that's kind of an incentive to them. I would hate to see it take that away.
I went from spending about $300 a month on cigarettes to spending about $40 to $50 a month on e-liquid.
It won't give you cancer, which is what a cigarette does. So why would the federal government take something like this off the market or tax it so high that you can't afford it and try to force people? If they do that, people are going to go back to cigarettes.
Malcolm Johnson, WGXA.
Recently, a petition was written by an e-cigarette smoker here in Central Georgia against the FDA regulations.
And more than 15,000 e-cigarette smokers nationwide signed their name to it.